This is an informative speech about fetal alcohol syndrome for my public speaking class. This is my audience, Jeremy, McKenna, Julie, Faye, Nicholas, and behind the camera is Allie.
Hi.
Okay, let's get started. One of the common cases of brain damage among children before birth is excessive alcohol intake by the mother. This is referred to as fetal alcohol syndrome. Alcohol intake during pregnancy causes an array of damages to an unborn child. The level of damage is based to the amount of alcohol taken and the precise period of pregnancy that the alcohol is taken in. Mild damage is referred to as fetal alcohol effect, and continued use of alcohol results to increased damage of brain cells. Some of the common symptoms associated with FAE include memory loss and retarded growth, among other things. Fetal alcohol syndrome, FAS, is a serious health problem which affects its victims as well as their families, but then again, it is completely preventable. This speech will explore the mechanisms and how alcohol consumption reaches the unborn child, the effects of pregnancy consumption, and the major effects, short and long term, to the unborn child. When a woman consumes alcohol while she is pregnant, she risks developing the baby. It is absorbed in the bloodstream of the mother, who passes it to the child's bloodstream. Since the fetus depends highly on her mother for survival, alcohol is passed through the placenta from the blood to the mother of the fetus. Consuming alcohol while pregnant can lead to a stillbirth or miscarriage. When the unborn child receives the alcohol through mother's placenta, the growth of the child and the brain cells of the unborn child are damaged. Other organs which are most likely to be affected are the liver and the spinal cord. The effects of alcohol on the child depends on the stage and the growth of the development of the child. In most cases, children with FAS are born with permanent effects. The effects can be classified as long-term and short-term. However, in most cases, the effects of alcohol abuse during pregnancy results to long-lasting effects. Some of these effects include brain damage, birth defects, social and behavioral problems, developmental delay, low IQ, poor growth, low birth weight, a very small head circumference, failure to survive, notable developmental delay, organ dysfunction, facial abnormalities like smaller eye openings, flattened cheeks, epilepsy, poor condition, fine motor skills, poor socialization skills, lack of imagination, learning difficulties like poor memory and poor problem-solving skills, the inability to understand concepts, poor language comprehension, behavioral problems including hyperactivity, inability to concentrate, social withdrawal, stubbornness, impulsiveness, and anxiety. It is important to note that drinking alcohol can lead to early child delivery and problems bonding between the newborn and the mother. Based on these effects, taking alcohol is very dangerous to the unborn child. Child abuse involves any form of physical, emotional, or sexual mistreatment or neglect that leads to injury or harm to a child. Based on the definition and description of child abuse, consumption of alcohol during pregnancy to the extent of hindering development can be classified as neglect. This means that alcohol abuse is a form of child abuse as it results to negligence, which affects the development and the growth of the child. Neglect is described as the persistent failure by a parent to meet the basic physical or psychological needs of the child, which has the likelihood to lead to serious impairment of the child or its development. Therefore, effects of alcohol use during pregnancy causes birth defects, brain damage, poor growth, and developmental delay, among others, can be considered a physical abuse due to poisoning causing disfigurement or disability. The implication made that the only method that can be used to solve adverse effects of alcohol during pregnancy is to stop taking alcohol at all. Some of the major methods which can be used to improve the public's knowledge include the use of media advertising, public service announcements, and warning labels on alcoholic beverages. These methods have the capacity to increase the awareness of the effects of alcohol consumption FAS because the effects of alcohol damages the central nervous system, which creates a permanent disability to the child. However, treatment for FAS is available, although it is very expensive and very complicated to treat. Thus, alcohol avoidance is a much better method compared to treatment. Based on the research, excessive consumption of alcohol during pregnancy causes damage and defects to the unborn child, which is referred to as FAS. In addition, it causes both short and long-term effects to the unborn child. The effects to the child are low IQs, poor growth, developmental delay, brain damage, and social and behavior problems. During pregnancy, alcohol is absorbed in the mother's bloodstream, which is later transferred to the child's bloodstreams through the placenta. Avoidance is a better method of preventing FAS compared to treatment, which is very expensive. Consumption of alcohol during pregnancy, to the extent of brain damage and other defects, can be classified as child abuse. That ends my speech on fetal alcohol syndrome, and I hope